Boogie Cousins. It was supposed to be a year of epic proportions. You know, your boys called the LA Lakers. LeBron James, he's there. Then they added on Anthony Davis, top 5 player. And then they were rounding out their package to be able to make their championship run. And they were able to sign DeMarcus Cousins, Off Work Sports. We're going to talk about it. Does his stats make him worthy of re-signing? The line is sick. Look at this line. Look at this line throughout his career. From start to finish, Boogie Cousins has been a near double-double animal in the NBA. He's been a force. If not, I would say in the 15 to 16 season, maybe the best center in the NBA. That's right, Nikola Jokic. Somebody was better than you in the NBA during those years, and that was when he was trying to be on the come up. Right now, he is splattered with media content, and I hate to get into that, but it's all about the stats, and does it worth it? That's what I said. Is it worth it to keep Cousins with the stats? A double-double maniac, even with half a leg. Achilles gone, just recovered. Comes back, averages 16 and 8. You see, the beauty of DeMarcus Cousins is he's not a player that particularly relies on being an athletic freak to be successful. Boogie happens to be one of the most skilled players in the NBA, and his body of work does work well with being ambidextrous, also with being a heavyweight. His weight plays a role in everything, kind of like the Shaq factor back in the early 2000s, in my opinion. So now we have this big war where he just got married in Atlanta, reportedly wanted his 7-year-old son to join him for that discussion or that event, and he encountered some mother drama on the side of the son and made one comment. It was a big comment. However, in the heat of the moment, we sometimes can understand the pain and anger that a lot of emotional people have. Not emotional, people as human beings. We get angry and there's times we bust loose. DeMarcus Cousins made a comment, couple bulls to the head if you don't let my son go. And his son was not able to attend the wedding. But in all actuality, in my opinion, those were just words. And to me, words that are not acted upon are just words, even though you take heed to it and you make a reference to it and you keep it documented and you do, in some cases, you do file some type of report to let somebody know, hey, this guy threatened me. If you truly feel threatened, then you kind of look at yourself and say, hey, what are my other options? But D. Cousins, at this time, with the ACL injury that has just occurred to him, it's quite difficult for him to kind of move about in that realm. D. Cousins, at 16 and 8 with one leg, now has another leg that's jacked up. The ACL is, again, jacked up. He's out for another year. Does this 16 and 8 get reduced to 10 and 6? Is Boogie Cousins' name still there as one of the top players at his age? Been in the league 8 years. He's in prime season. He would be prime season if he was healthy. It's all on the Lakers to think about. In my opinion, I think he can recover from the ACL. And he was moving too fast with the Achilles. And that's what caused him pain. So now we got Boogie Cousins that may be a half a step slower. Obviously, I'm not going to say he was an athletic freak. He didn't need athleticism, but he had some of that with his size. He's going to lose some of that as well. Too many hits. But was Maurice Sprites not valuable to the Golden State Warriors in their championship run? Remember that guy? Maurice Sprites? Remember him? Speight's, because you know I pronounce names well. I think he was and is. And I think DeMarcus Cousins is somebody you think about. You leave him on the shelf and you bring him back. You can't let this body of work of nearly averaging a double-double throughout his career just let him go. You got him cheap. There's always a what-if factor. You stick him on the DL. You leave him quiet. And you bring Cousins back. I can't let this guy go. There's so much more to give. And at the center position, which is a position that actually has more longevity than some of the other roles because they're so much bigger and their size plays such a more definitive role in what they do. Now is the time to really think about the stats and how we handle DeMarcus Cousins. In my opinion, Lakers, keep him, set him to the DL, keep him quiet. That's the way to go, but it's all upon what the team needs. In All Four Sports, I'm signing out, just giving my opinion on what the stats mean to DeMarcus Cousins' future and career. All Four Sports, signing off. Peace.